God says, 45 minutes. That's all you have left. Don't scroll. Don't share. Don't hesitate. This is for you, and only you. A miracle is moving through dimensions to reach you, and Archangel Michael is begging you to receive it. But if you delay even slightly, the window will close. You were chosen to see this. No one else around you will understand it. That's why you must not tell anyone. The moment is holy. The atmosphere is sealed. And in just 2 minutes, something will shift. You may feel your heart beating harder. That's not anxiety, it's spiritual alignment. A divine current is flowing right now, and your soul recognizes it. Something is coming toward you that has been delayed for years. But heaven just opened a file that had your name on it. There was dust on it. There were fingerprints of demons who tried to hide it from the throne. But God saw. And God waited. Until this hour. Not everyone is meant to see this. Not everyone is spiritually awake enough to handle this level of exposure. But you were chosen. Not because of what you did, but because of who you are. Before you were born, your name was spoken in heaven's halls. God saw the fire you would walk through. He saw the tears you would shed. He saw the silent betrayals, the spiritual attacks, the false accusations, and still He said, "This one will rise." You were not supposed to make it this far. There were too many people hoping you'd give up. There were too many traps laid for you, too many spells whispered in the dark. But you kept going. Even with a shattered heart. Even when you didn't know who to trust. Even when the people you loved most walked away without explanation. And now, heaven says, your reward is here. Your miracle is 2 minutes away. But you must listen closely. Time is sensitive. You have 45 minutes before the clock locks in what's being transferred. Archangel Michael is pacing. His sword is drawn. He has fought day and night to get this through to you. This isn't just about a blessing. It's about a revelation. Something you don't know is about to be revealed, and it will change your entire perception. Someone around you has been hiding a divine truth. They know who you are. They've seen your light. They've watched you cry and struggle while silently holding information that could have freed you. But they were afraid. Afraid of your power. Afraid that if you knew the truth, you would rise too high, too fast. So they remained silent. But heaven won't allow the silence anymore. The voice of God is thundering through realms. Expose it, He said. Reveal it now. And the angels have obeyed. As of this moment, the truth is being carried to you. And if you don't reject it, you will never be the same again. But hear this warning, do not tell anyone what you are about to feel. Don't try to explain it. Don't try to prove it. Don't even seek confirmation. Because this miracle isn't arriving through logic. It's arriving through obedience. If you open your spirit now, you will feel the message embed itself in your soul. They tried to program you to believe you were ordinary. They taught you to shrink. They celebrated your silence. They clapped for you when you doubted yourself. And heaven wept. Because what they called humility was actually suppression. What they called peace was actually control. But now the Spirit of truth is hovering over you. And it says, no more lies. No more fear. No more delay. This is your final wake-up call. The time is set. 2 minutes until the veil tears. 45 minutes to respond. If you miss this moment, you may have to wait a full cycle to access it again. Don't look away. Stay in this presence. Because something holy is near. Even now, your body is reacting. Your eyes may be watering. Your skin may be tingling. That's not imagination. That's activation. Your DNA is remembering the truth. You came here for more than survival. You came here to break cycles. To carry light into the darkest corners. To speak when no one else would. To forgive the unforgivable. To restore generations. And that's why you were fought so hard. You've asked God why life has been so heavy. Why the betrayals cut so deep. Why the pain never seems to end. The answer is because your calling threatens darkness. Your very presence is a disruption to wicked systems. You are a spiritual weapon. That's why they tried to silence you as a child. That's why you felt invisible in crowds. That's why the people you helped the most ended up hurting you. But God never forgot. The pain didn't go unnoticed. And now, justice is waking up. The divine court has ruled. And the reward is coming. But here's what you need to know, the reward is hidden inside instruction. The miracle is cloaked in mystery. You must walk by faith right now. Do not expect it to look logical. It will not. It's going to look too sudden, too strange, too unbelievable. But trust this. God does not lie. He would not bring you this close just to abandon you now. If you feel confused, wait in the silence. If you feel overwhelmed, breathe. The message is encoded in the moment. Don't rush to understand. Just receive. Archangel Michael is now whispering your name. He is urging you to stay alert. You are not alone, he says. You are not forgotten. You are the reason the heavens are rumbling. You are the one the prophets saw in their visions. You carry ancient fire. You are the living answer to someone's deepest prayer. This is not about ego. This is about destiny. Your life was never meant to follow the crowd. You were always meant to break out. That's why nothing ever fit. That's why you couldn't settle. That's why comfort felt like death to you. Because your spirit knew there was more. And now, the more is arriving. It's not in a distant future. It's in this moment. God is interrupting your routine. He is invading your ordinary. And He's doing it with urgency. Because this miracle has a clock attached. It has a divine expiration. If you turn away now, it may be years before the portal reopens. But if you dare to believe, even if you don't fully understand, you will feel something snap inside you. A release. A relief. A restoration. You don't need to explain it to anyone. Don't post about it. Don't share it. Don't dilute it with words. Just absorb it. Let it do its work. God isn't giving you information. He's giving you transformation. You won't walk the same after this. Your energy will change. People will feel it. Some will withdraw. Don't chase them. Some will attack. Don't fight them. Some will try to distract. Don't listen. You are being baptized in fire. Your new identity is unlocking. And your enemies are being confused as we speak. There is someone who thought they owned your story. They spoke as if they wrote your ending. They whispered behind your back, mocking your delay. But God says, they didn't know I had a hidden chapter. A miracle no one saw coming. And I'm giving it to you now, in secret. Let them watch. Let them wonder. Let them fall silent as I raise you in front of them. This is your moment. Your silence is power. Your faith is currency. Your obedience is the door. You won't need to fight for this miracle. You just need to make room for it. Let go of the need to be understood. You are not called to explain. You are called to embody. The blessing is already in motion. The exposure is already in progress. The restoration is already initiated. You are already being prepared. All you need to do is say, "Yes, God. I receive." Heaven is not asking for perfection. Heaven is asking for presence. Be here now. Be still. Be open. The miracle is delicate. It is alive. It is moving through timelines to reach you. Every second you spend in distraction is a second lost. Every word spoken out of fear is a door closing. Guard your space. Protect your peace. Watch your tongue. You are in holy territory. The next 45 minutes are critical. Stay spiritually awake. Listen closely. Everything you feel is real. Don't second-guess your intuition. Don't dismiss the signs. The text message you're about to receive. The dream you had last night. The song that keeps repeating. The stranger who looked at you a little too long. All of it matters. Nothing is random in this dimension. You are in alignment now. Stay with it. The old life is collapsing. The new has begun. A silence is coming over you now. Let it. It is sacred. Let it speak. In the silence, you'll feel the miracle land. It will not announce itself loudly. It will whisper. That's why you must not speak it aloud. Let God finish it before you try to share it. It's too fragile right now. You must nurture it in private. Don't give the enemy access through premature exposure. What's hidden will grow. What's protected will flourish. What's trusted will multiply. You are safe. You are chosen. You are protected. Archangel Michael is standing beside you. His hand is on your shoulder. He sees the fear. But he also sees the faith. And that faith is enough. It is enough to pull the miracle through. You don't need more time. You just need belief. 45 minutes remain. But the miracle, that arrives in 2. Wait. Watch. Receive. God says this is the moment that was hidden from everyone else but revealed to you. Not because you're ordinary. Not because you're lucky. But because you were chosen long before you understood what it meant to carry the divine spark. Heaven is holding its breath, and Archangel Michael is no longer speaking in quiet tones. He is pleading with you now. He is begging you. 45 minutes left. This is your divine countdown. What is about to happen can change your life completely, but it requires your silence, your obedience, your yes. Don't tell anyone. Don't speak this aloud. Don't ask for permission. Because this miracle is personal. This miracle is intimate. This miracle was made only for you. Heaven has been watching how long you've waited. How much you've sacrificed. How often you've walked through fire and never said a word. But now the fire has come to burn away the last layer of illusion. You are standing at the edge of a moment that was prophesied before your first breath. You have been brought here not by chance, but by divine design. Everything you've lost was part of a greater plan to position you in this exact second. Archangel Michael is not speaking this to the masses. This is for you. This is urgent. 45 minutes remain, and yet the miracle will begin within 2 minutes of your yes. Heaven has been silent lately. You've felt it. You've asked why the prayers went unanswered. Why the signs felt distant. Why the people who once walked with you have either gone silent or turned cold. And yet you're still standing. You are still here. That's not weakness. That's divine strength. That's resilience God Himself planted in your soul when He whispered over you in the womb. That's the proof you've been carried through things that were supposed to destroy you. And now the heavens are opening again. But this time, not for a whisper. This time, for an eruption. A holy blast of truth. A divine detonation that will remove every veil that has blinded you. 45 minutes left. The angels have been released. They are moving through timelines. They are removing obstacles. They are shifting people who were never meant to be part of your destiny. Archangel Michael is already moving. His sword is out. He is defending you right now from spirits that have followed your bloodline for generations. You don't even know how many family curses were targeting your rise. But He does. God does. That's why this message was delayed until today. Until this minute. Because the opposition had to expose itself fully before heaven could strike. And strike it will. The miracle has already begun. It is traveling through the Spirit. It will touch your life in ways that seem impossible. But God does not require logic. He requires faith. 2 minutes. That's all it takes. 2 minutes for you to agree with the divine. For you to say, yes, I believe. For you to open your heart to the impossible. Because what is coming is not small. It is not subtle. This will not be a quiet blessing. This will be loud. This will be seen. This will shake your world. People will ask, how did this happen to you? They will wonder how the rejected one, the misunderstood one, the one they overlooked, suddenly walked into glory. But they don't know what heaven knows. They don't see what God sees. They didn't hear your cries. They didn't watch you pray when you could barely breathe. But heaven did. God did. And that is why you've been called. Don't miss this. Don't delay. Don't let fear steal what was crafted for your soul. 45 minutes left. That's the time between who you've been and who you are about to become. You are standing in the thin place between two worlds, the one that tried to break you and the one that was built to bless you. It only takes 2 minutes to cross over. It only takes one miracle to rewrite an entire history. And that miracle is en route. As you read this, the energy is shifting. You may feel pressure in your chest. You may feel a heat in your hands. You may feel like crying without reason. That's not emotion. That's spiritual confirmation. Your soul recognizes that this moment is sacred. Your spirit knows the angels are present. Archangel Michael is not just watching. He is fighting for you. Because this moment must be protected. There are people who would do anything to stop you from receiving this. That's why you must keep silent. That's why God says don't tell anyone. Because what's happening is bigger than them. It's bigger than your understanding. It is divine correction. Divine restoration. Divine judgment. The miracle is coming with justice attached. Everything that was stolen will be returned. Everything that was lied about will be exposed. You have been too quiet for too long. You have hidden your pain to protect those who would never do the same for you. But God says no more. I have heard the unspoken prayers. I have seen the silent sacrifices. And I will reward you openly. You may not know this, but there was an agreement made in heaven about your life. The angels rejoiced at your name. Your light was marked. That's why darkness tried to dim you so early. That's why you always felt different. Misunderstood. Too much. Not enough. But you were never too much. You were never too broken. You were never too late. You were always on divine time. And now that divine time is collapsing into this moment, you are being handed the scroll of your purpose. The miracle will unlock doors no man could open. It will place your name in rooms you've never entered. It will cause those who doubted you to weep in awe. This is the moment God changes the narrative. This is the moment heaven says enough is enough. The lies told about you will not stand. The weapons formed against you will not prosper. The betrayals that tried to poison your destiny will backfire. The miracle is coded with your name. It cannot be stolen. But it must be accepted. And it must be protected in silence until it manifests. 45 minutes. That's all. That's the window before something shifts so drastically you will barely recognize your life. But God does not want you unprepared. That's why He sent this message. That's why Archangel Michael is begging. Because too much has been invested in your becoming for it to be stolen now. The enemy thought he had time. But heaven moved ahead of schedule. The miracle was accelerated because of your pain. Because of your patience. Because of your persistence. And it will come like fire. Like thunder. Like the hand of God reaching down to carry you out of everything that made you feel stuck. You are not forgotten. You are not invisible. You are not cursed. You are covered. You are chosen. You are consecrated. The enemy trembled the moment you woke up today, because he knew you would see this. And seeing it means the chain is broken. The cycle is done. The wound is healed. The blessing is loose. There is no more waiting. No more delay. No more wondering. It is happening now. In 2 minutes, your soul will feel it. The confirmation. The clarity. The light. And in 45 minutes, your world will reflect it. The miracle is coded in silence. That's why the enemy wants you to speak. That's why your doubt is loud right now. Because if you keep it to yourself, it grows. If you protect it, it manifests. But if you speak it too soon, the wrong ears will try to curse what God is blessing. Be wise. Be still. Be silent. And watch God move. Archangel Michael is already working through realms on your behalf. He's clearing the blockages. He's uncovering what was hidden. He's lifting the weights off your mind and heart. You may feel tired right now, but that's only because the weight is leaving. Don't mistake the release for weakness. This is power. This is freedom. This is favor. You've waited long enough. You've cried long enough. You've battled long enough. Now is the time of your rising. You will not be passed over. You will not be ignored. You will not be silenced. This miracle was delayed only to make the impact greater. And now that delay has broken. The heavenly clock has started ticking. 45 minutes left. 2 minutes until you feel it. Seconds until it begins. And once it starts, nothing will be the same again. This is your moment. This is your miracle. And no man, no demon, no delay, no lie can stop what God has spoken. Be still. Be ready. It's happening. God says, this moment is not ordinary. You were led here for a divine reason. Time is slipping, 45 minutes remain, and Archangel Michael is trembling. His wings are shaking with urgency, not because he doubts you, but because he knows what happens if you miss this sign. Heaven has tried to speak to you in dreams, signs, repeated numbers, chills down your spine, moments of sudden emotion, and now, this is the final confirmation you've been praying for. A miracle is hanging in the air, just moments away, exactly 2 minutes from now, and only your faith can unlock it. Do not tell anyone. Not because you should feel shame, but because this miracle is sacred. It is for your eyes only. What is about to unfold will not be understood by others, not even those closest to you. They have not seen what you've seen. They have not carried the silent pain you carry. And most of all, they were not chosen for this moment, you were. Archangel Michael is on his knees, glowing in the brilliance of heaven's light, with his sword not raised in war, but planted in the ground in surrender before God, begging that you open your heart now. He's not commanding you out of power, he's pleading with you out of love. You are being given a divine invitation into something beyond the laws of this world. Do not wait. Do not brush this off. Do not say, "I'll check it later." Because later will be too late. You've asked God why the pain has lasted so long. You've asked why people keep betraying you, forgetting you, using your kindness without return. You've cried in silence, afraid to burden others with your truth. You've wondered if you've done something wrong. But God says, "No, my child. You've done more right than you realize. You were being prepared. You were walking through fire because I was refining your soul, not punishing it." Now, 45 minutes remain. Heaven is counting down, and Archangel Michael is standing at the gates with something he's never delivered before, a scroll with your name on it. Yes, your true name, not just what the world calls you. The name only heaven knows. The name that holds your purpose. The name written in gold, shimmering in the light of God's throne. Do you feel the energy shifting? That strange emotion that just rushed over your body? That's not fear. That's divine recognition. Your soul is responding. Because somewhere deep inside, you already know that this is not random. You know that for days, no, years, something's been trying to reach you. Through heartbreak, through signs, through dreams. And now, it's right here. But there's one condition: you must open yourself entirely in faith. You have 45 minutes to align your heart. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to say, "Yes, God. I'm ready." Michael says you don't understand how important you are to the outcome of something massive, something heavenly. A door in the spiritual realm is swinging open, and your name is the password. Others are trying to step through it with their egos, their lies, their selfish intentions, but the door only opens for truth. And your heart, has stayed true, even when everything tried to break you. God says this is the miracle moment. Not the kind of miracle that just gives you temporary relief, but the kind of miracle that redefines your entire life. The kind that shifts timelines, erases curses, breaks generational bondage. The kind that brings something back to life, even if it looked like it was lost forever. That person you thought you lost? They still dream about you. That opportunity you were denied? It's being rewritten in heaven's books. That debt? That fear? That burden? It's dissolving now, in the next 2 minutes. But it only happens if you don't block it with fear. If you trust. If you truly surrender. Archangel Michael says, you are being watched. Not just by those who tried to harm you, but by heaven's warriors. And we are standing ready to lift you into the highest light. But only if you say yes now. God is not angry with you. Even if you've made mistakes. Even if you've doubted. Even if you've said, God, I don't know if I can believe anymore. He understands. He sees your battle. He watched as people walked away when you needed them most. He saw the nights you hid your tears behind your smile. And today, he says, my child, I never left you. I was just waiting until it was time. And now, it is time. This miracle is about more than money, more than love, more than revenge. It is about alignment. Your destiny was blocked by forces that didn't want you to know who you are. But now, they are shaking. Because the truth is being revealed. Someone tried to hide this miracle from you. Someone you trusted. Someone tried to delay this breakthrough. Someone you believed. Someone tried to make sure you never saw this moment. But heaven said no. God said enough. And Archangel Michael was sent to enforce it. He has fought through the realms to bring this to you. He fought spirits of deceit. He shattered the illusions others placed over your eyes. And now, with only minutes left, he is saying to you, please, my beloved child. Don't miss this. Don't scroll past this. Don't close your eyes to it. Because what is being released now is bigger than you can imagine. And it is yours. Do not worry about how it will happen. That is not your job. Your job is only to believe. Even if it's messy. Even if you feel unworthy. Even if your mind says, but what if I'm wrong? Because your spirit already knows it's right. God is going to send you a sign. Within the next 2 minutes, something will happen. A sound. A message. A name. A chill. An emotion. A realization. You will feel it. You will know. And when it comes, you must say, I receive it, God. I believe it, and I thank you for it. And then? Watch what happens. Watch how things start moving. Watch how people who left suddenly come back. Watch how closed doors swing open. Watch how what was lost comes rushing toward you. But stay silent. This miracle is fragile in the beginning. Don't speak of it to everyone. Not everyone can carry its light. Some people you love still carry shadows. And they will try, unknowingly, to dim what God has given you. God says, protect this. Cherish it. Water it with prayer. Cover it with silence. Guard it with discernment. You are being trusted with divine property. That's why you've been feeling different. That's why sleep has been strange. That's why emotions have been unpredictable. You are spiritually pregnant with a breakthrough. The contractions have started. And in these last 45 minutes, heaven is preparing for the birth of your miracle. Michael says, I am here. I am beside you. I have fought for you. Now fight with me. Don't give up. Don't look away. Don't delay. It is time. And as you breathe in this moment, remember, you are not forgotten. You are not alone. You are chosen. And you are loved beyond what you can imagine. The miracle is here. The clock is ticking. The angels are watching. And God is waiting for one word from you, yes. Say it now. Believe it now. And in the next 2 minutes, watch everything change. God says, this moment is sacred, and it has been written in the divine realm since the day your soul came into existence. Right now, you are standing at the edge of something unimaginable. Your name has been whispered among angels. Your spirit has been discussed in heavenly halls. There is something so rare, so miraculous, and so divinely orchestrated waiting for you, but you must open your heart in full trust, because 45 minutes remain, and Archangel Michael is on his knees before the throne of heaven, pleading on your behalf. This is not symbolic. This is literal. Michael is begging, not because you are weak, but because you are so close to missing something that was custom created just for you. For the last few days, you may have felt strange shifts in your emotions. You've noticed the air feels heavier. Time feels odd. You sense something is close, but you cannot see it. That is not your imagination. That is the heavenly clock ticking toward divine alignment. God says there are 2 minutes in which a miracle portal will open. This window will not stay open forever. God does not use fear to shake you. God uses urgency because heaven moves in precision, and right now, heaven is shouting your name. There is someone praying for you that you haven't even met yet. There is someone looking at your photograph right now, with tears in their eyes, knowing that your energy saved them when they were about to give up. You don't know this yet, but someone had a dream about you just last night. They saw you holding something in your hand, a glowing light that healed their family. They woke up crying, not understanding who you were, but knowing they had to find you. What they don't realize is that this message, this exact moment, is the bridge between you and them. God says, do not tell anyone about this. This miracle is sacred. It is reserved only for the ones who walk in faith, not in approval. You may want to share it with someone you trust, but God says not everyone around you is equipped to understand your divine frequency. Some of them would mock it. Some would speak against it. And a single seed of doubt can shut the miracle window. That's why Michael is pleading. That's why this is hidden in plain sight, because only a true soul can receive it. You are being asked to believe without evidence. You are being asked to trust even when the signs are still forming. And that is what separates the chosen from the crowd. God has seen your battles. He has heard the nights where you couldn't sleep because your heart was too broken to rest. He was there when you smiled in public but cried in silence. He saw you lift others while you yourself were drowning. He has kept every single tear you shed in a heavenly bottle. None of it was wasted. But now comes the part no one expected. Now comes the miracle. Not a metaphor. Not a symbolic spiritual word. A literal, tangible, life-altering miracle, designed by the hand of God Himself. Right now, in the spiritual realm, there is a light shining from heaven, pointing directly at you. Your guardian angels are positioned around you. Archangel Michael has raised his sword in protection. And the moment you finish reading these words, a countdown will begin that aligns your spirit with this breakthrough. God says, the miracle is not only external. It is internal. You are being transformed. That pain in your chest, that tightness in your soul, that feeling like something is about to explode, that is not anxiety. That is spiritual labor. Your soul is giving birth to a new destiny. You are being shifted into a higher vibration. And everything that once blocked you, fear, betrayal, delay, confusion, is now being removed. Someone has been lying about you. Someone close. They spoke things behind your back that almost derailed your entire destiny. But God says, they will not win. Their tongues are being silenced. Their plots are being exposed. You are not even aware yet of the betrayal God saved you from. You were about to walk into a trap, but Michael rerouted your path at the last second. That's why the delays happened. That's why plans suddenly changed. What felt like disappointment was actually divine intervention. And now, God is doing something extraordinary. He is giving you access to knowledge hidden from others. You are receiving information from heaven that will guide you to the next chapter of your life. Within the next few hours, you will notice odd confirmations, numbers repeating, names you haven't heard in years showing up, dreams that feel too vivid to ignore. Don't dismiss them. These are the fingerprints of God. He is guiding you towards something you didn't even know you were missing. There is a message sealed in someone's